please help out the channel. Hit that subscription button. I'm coming out with tons of videos and you don't want to miss them. Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party. This intro section, it's kind of a quiet, little distorted, background sounding thing. And it's doing a variation of this scale that we're going to see a lot in the song. It happens here, and it happens in the break kind of bridge sections too. Otherwise, it's slightly different, but for the most part, kind of the same scale. We'll play this in this position here. We'll be at A, hammer that 4 to 6, then we come down, hit the 4D, 3G, back to 4D, 6A, and then we come up to E, hammer 4 to 6, come down to 4A, and hit 6 on the A. And in the intro, there's this weird little timing thing at the very end where it just hits another quick 6 on the A just before it starts it over again, and it does it a couple times. Into the first verse, we're resting for about the first measure there, and then we get into kind of the more fuller version of that scale that we did in the intro, and we play it in a little different way. We'll start at that 4A, go 4, 6, slide it up to 9 on the A. Okay, and then we're going to come down and we go D string, 8, 9, 8, and then go 9, 6A, and then wrap it up with our 4, 6E, 4, 6A. Okay, so it's just kind of this extra little things there, slightly different position. All right, and we would go through that, once there, rest a measure, and then we hit this E flat minor. Okay, this is kind of like the main chord of the song. We just do some dynamic hits on this, kind of short staccato, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we would just go through that scale again. All right, and then there's this little interlude section. Happens various times throughout the song, and it does this cool slide up on the G and the E, and just strums away on it about 8 times. Okay, 11, 11 there on the G and E. And we're just kind of muting the rest of the strings. All right, we hit 11s on the G and B 3 times. Kind of just playing around this E flat minor chord. Move to a D flat little position here, which is 11, D, G, and 10 on the G. Hit that a couple times. Then we end up back at a E flat minor by 13 on the D, 11s on the G and B. Kind of just let that ring there, a little vibrato. And we repeat that whole riff about 4 times. Then we just come back to 11s for the E flat minor and just strum that out 5 times. When the second verse comes around, we just kind of keep going with our scale, and we can expand it a little bit. We just do it the normal way the first time. Okay, and the second time, once we get up to our, 8, 9, 8 to 9 on the A, we come back down to the 8, 9 on the D, up to 11, and then we do a little hammer-on pull-off, 9, 11, 9. So it'd be like, and then we come right back down to the 8, 9, 11, hammer 9, 11, 9, come off to 8, D, and then finish on that 9A. Okay, so just taking that scale further, adding a little something there. All right, we just end it there. We would go through the first time again after we rest for a measure, and then we cap it all off by kind of doing the second time through, but once we get to the 11 on the D, we just hit it twice and then stop. Into the chorus, kind of some interesting composition here. We're just hanging out in this E flat minor, and it's kind of muted, so just a little bit of palm muting there. Keep the strings a little bit deadened there. And we just, you can hit the kind of the bass notes of it. Pick that 7B, come back to the 8-7, the 8G 7B, and then we do a little quick 6-8G 7B, back to 8G 7B, and then just finish with the 8 to 6 on the G.